So let's face it, we just probably had the worst promo in Madden history. It was so bad that the most exciting news that has happened in the past week is a cover athlete and a release game for a video game that releases in 5 freaking months. I'm just hoping that in these 5 months, Clint realizes how to do his damn job and realizes that defensive end should not be able to catch up to fucking Michael Vick. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Madden 21 news. I'm freaking pumped. My dick is hard. I'm erect a full 3 inches and I'm ready to get fucked. Alright, I stand by what I said. Don't judge. We do have news on the Madden 21 cover athlete and when it releases. This is from GameStop, so it's not officially from EA. So obviously it could change, but if they have it out on flyers and shit, like odds are it's not going to change. So in this video, we're gonna obviously show the cover and the launch date, and then I wanna go over and kind of say some thoughts of what I hope to see in Madden 21 that they fixed. And that's besides the obvious, not including gameplay. We all know gameplay is ass and Clint can't do his job, and that a lot needs to be fixed, like pursuit angles, just players being able to catch up randomly, like just everything in general. The gameplay needs to be thrown out the window, start from scratch. It's terrible. So we're gonna go over some other things. First things first, we are gonna show the cover athlete. Shout out my boy C-Ballin who tweeted this. He went to GameStop the other day and I believe they had it out. So we took a picture of it and you see here, like we all figured it was going to be that, but it's official. We got Lamar Jackson as the Madden 21 cover athlete, which releases on August 4th. It is getting earlier and earlier every year, man, I swear. But that, like, I felt like last year they released it too early. I felt like it wasn't ready at launch. So I'm hoping they learn from their mistake. It seems like they're already starting to give up on Madden 20. So maybe they're focusing more on 21, which if that's the case, if we get bangers of promos, gameplay's good, everything like that, I could give a fuck less. It's going to be interesting though, because Madden 21, you know, like the cover athlete gets a couple cards every year. They're going to get some bangers of cards. So we're going to see a couple very, very good Lamar Jackson cards throughout the year, which is very exciting because he's obviously a very popular player, just like how we just got a bunch of Mahomes that were pretty easy to obtain, but they played like absolute goon. Now the question is, what can they fix for Madden 21 to make the game better? First thing I want to point out, abilities, love them. A lot of people say they don't like abilities, but I'm all for abilities. They make good players play how they should, and basically it separates like a 99 overall random ass player from a 99 overall Patrick Mahomes and just how they play. I think that is good for the Madden. It makes Hall of Famers and superstars play like Hall of Famers and superstars, and then 99 overall like just random ass players still play good, but they should not be playing better than these like superstar players, if that all makes sense. But one thing they need to do with that is they need to tone down some of these abilities. Like bro, if I ever see an Eric Dickerson again who starts off with first one freeze, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Some of the abilities that are OP though is like escape artist. It's fine now, but at the beginning of the year, like when the first month or two when the game comes out, if you get a quarterback with escape artist and they have 99 speed behind the line of scrimmage, there is nobody in the game that's going to be able to catch him. He's going to be able to run around, kind of do whatever he wants. They need to make it to where the speed behind the line of scrimmage matches the speed of the player and not just give everyone 99. Whether that's realistic or not, I don't know. I don't know how hard that is. Obviously, I'm not a freaking game designer. But that's one thing. Definitely toning down the abilities of this game would be absolutely huge. Another thing, if you were going to release flashbacks, heavyweights, veterans, make them usable cards. I didn't use a single one of those cards, and even Team of the Week was just very underwhelming this year. Like it was strictly meant for theme teams. You gotta give us like some of the OP cards. Like I remember a couple years ago that 99 overall JJ Watt or whatever Team of the Week card was an absolute stud. We always looked forward to flashbacks. Flashbacks were always amazing. This year they all sucked. Like they need to keep those programs up to date and with overalls and just cards that you can use currently in the game, because nobody is making a theme team. They stopped this promo like what, around Christmas time? So before Christmas time, you had to make a theme team with those cards. Nobody was making a theme team during those cards. Theme teams are usually meant for people towards the end of the year. So why do cards meant for theme teams at the beginning of the year, and by the time the end of the year comes, they're just like out of date, like their overalls are too low and shit like that? Doesn't make sense to me. You gotta make those cards usable for teams when they come out, not for months in advance. Like, I just didn't think they think that through. I thought all 4 of those promos, for the most part, completely useless. Need to ramp that shit up. They did add some cool stuff this year. Superstar KO is very, very fun, but I want to see better rewards and ways they can translate that to Ultimate Team. Kind of like how MLB The Show has their Battle Royale version, where you win 12 games, blah, blah, blah. All the rewards translate to Diamond Dynasty, and I do like that. I feel like if they can get like a reward system like that, where if you get X amount of wins, like have it like a 10-game system. If you get X amount of wins, you get like packs. Couple like players go into it. Make people play the game more. Like MLB, if you go like 12-0, you get a random pack that contains the 4 flawless players. Something like that for Superstar KO would, I believe, be huge. Like 10 wins, you get like, for example, LaDainian Tomlinson, Brett Favre, I don't know, I'm just naming random players, and like 2 others, and you get a choice pack with a random one of those. Something like that would be amazing, but obviously you can't make it too easy. So even like 12 to 15 wins, I feel like that would definitely make the game fun, but giving us rewards that translate into Ultimate Team from Superstar KO would make the game so much better and actually fun to play, and some for no money spent people to play, because they don't have like obviously a stacked team, and it's a way to boost their team up. Also, can we please do something with franchise? Like, I played a CFM for the first time this year, and it was amazing. But they haven't updated franchise in so long. They need to like add a bunch of shit to franchise, like being able to move your team to wherever, like building stadiums, stuff like that. Just make it more interesting for the casual players that like to play franchise. Speaking of casual players, regarding Ultimate Team, don't make Ultimate Team all about the casual fans. I feel like this year they focused a ton of their attention to the casual, especially with gameplay, making it easier for like, it doesn't matter what your team is or how good you are, you can win every single game. And I don't like that. It should be based off skill. And if I spend $1,000 on the game and somebody doesn't spend a dime, and my team's obviously better and I'm the better player, there is 0 reason they should beat me. There's 0 reason they should get bailed out. There's 0 reason like all this shit should happen to where they should be in that game. I don't think it's really fair. I think it kind of screws with the people who actually do spend money on the game, and then it just makes me realize I don't need to spend money. Like, I could just have like an 90 overall team and I'll compete with like the 95 overalls. Doesn't make sense to me. I know this next thing I say is never going to happen in MUT just because they are so greedy of a franchise. Well, I know MLB does it. I don't know how much 2K does it, but they are so strict on people selling and buying coins and just kind of making a bag for themselves through their game. They're not about that. They're like, fuck you, and they suspend your account and shit like that. Why don't they make it so you can buy coins instead of their crappy packs? Like, be able to buy like even like 300k for like $50, like something like that. Make people actually want to spend money on the game and make it worth it, instead of having to buy packs and then my best pulls like an 88 overall and I make 200k off it. Like, it's just pointless to spend money on the game when the packs are that bad. And like, I think it's well worth taking the risk to buy like 3 million coins for like $100 compared to gain 500k on packs, unless you get super lucky. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Obviously the best method is just to buy from people, and I feel like having a distributive function on Madden where you can actually buy coins from EA itself, I feel like that would definitely be worth it. Make people want to spend money, and I'm not sure why it does, just they don't, because it gives you more people like a chance to spend money on the game, and it would kind of like take away a little bit the coin distribution, because frankly you're never going to get rid of that. People are just going to keep buying coins and making different accounts. There's no way to get rid of it, and I feel like that'd be a good app. The game obviously has a ton of problems, guys, but I think the biggest one, especially with gameplay, they need to fix the meta. I don't want to see people run stretch. A 1,000 freaking times in the game and then blitz 8 every single time you try to pass, forcing you to run the ball. That's not football to me. That's not fun. I want to be able to air it out and actually enjoy the game. Overall gameplay this year was just a huge disappointment. I hope they throw it out, make a ton of changes with that, along with a lot of the content that came out. Like, go back to years past when content was great. Like, I think they have rights to use college football stuff for video games. I believe they signed a contract last year. So I hope we see like Campus Heroes, stuff like that. Bring back like the Theme Diamonds and bring stuff back, the things that were good, but throw gameplay out and then make better content. The Combine promo was the worst thing I have ever seen, the most disappointing thing I have ever seen in a freaking Madden game in my life, and I hope I never have seen that shit again because that was terrible, guys. Like, add better promos. I don't like that they made everything one less overall from where it was at last year. Like MLB, you can get a 99 overall like a few months into the game. I like that. Make me be able to test out different players instead of like having to wait till the end of the year where basically everybody's already gone. I'll never be able to get that full stacked all 99 overall team, and if I do, it's going to be very similar to the one everybody else has. I want to see a very diverse amount of lineups, not the same cards every single time, and that's probably my biggest pet peeve about the game, is I always see these same cards. It's always Lamar, Vic, Russ, or Mahomes at QB, and basically just it's going to get worse once more 99 cards come out. Like, it's too late in the year for that. I feel like they got to bring out better cards earlier in the year for people to be able to test them out, and then you'll get more, as more 99s come out, the more different diverse lineups you are going to see in this game. I know I said it was like my first thing, but I do want to go back to it, guys, is I just hope they nerf abilities. I hope, a lot of people are saying get rid of them. I hope they don't listen to that, because I do like abilities. I think it's a great concept and a great idea. I think they just need to be nerfed down a little bit and be brought down to like actual, like, not fucking Pokemon standards. Like, it's a good idea. I like the concept. It makes great players play great, but some of them are OP. Evasive, armbar, escape artist, stuff like that too early in the year, it's just not going to match up. It's good once you get like a team of all like 97 and aboves and everything, like it just plays out. But early in the year, when you have a great team versus a okay team, it's just too OP, and I definitely hope they bring it back and fix it. But anyways, guys, a lot of changes I want to see in Madden 20, but I also want to hear your guys' opinion. What do you want to see in Madden 21 besides gameplay? Do you want to see better content? Do you want to see them nerf some stuff? What do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments section. The best one, I'll give away $50K on PS4, so be sure to leave me your comment. Go follow me on Twitter, giving away a 97 overall Deion Sanders. So go on Twitter, be sure to enter that, and I'll catch you guys in my next upload. Peace.